Hi, this is Chris, the SAT expert at Magoosh, and today I want to talk about something that a lot of students ask me about, which is guessing on the SAT. Should you do it? And if so, what exactly should you do? So I have a lesson here from the SAT Magoosh Premium product where I break down the steps about how to guess on the SAT. So keep watching to learn from these tips. In this video, we will talk about guessing, and starting off with the all-important fact: there is no guessing penalty on the SAT. Whoa, that is big news. Why? Because the old test, there used to be a guessing penalty. And it's one of those urban myths now that's just kind of lingering out there. Don't guess on the SAT or you'll get penalized. But that is no longer the case on the new SAT. And it's not even really the new SAT anymore, it's just the SAT. So no guessing penalty. Don't be afraid. Guess, 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 and guess. Always guess. Well, we got a couple little dots there. Why? Well, sometimes you might want to come back to a question if you have time and make a little mark next to it, but always come back to it and then guess in the end, no matter what. Don't leave anything blank. Next in this video, we're going to talk about process of elimination. It's very close to guessing. It's essentially sometimes you can't eliminate anything and you'll have to guess. And so what this means is eliminate the wrong answers instead of trying to guess the right answer. Because oftentimes you're not going to home in on it right away. Oh, that's the right answer, da 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 da. But you're going to have to go through each answer choice, read them carefully. And if something seems a little bit off or not right, get rid of it. And if something seems clearly wrong, then of course get rid of it. See what you have left. That is the process of elimination. And usually there are two answer choices. It's the way these tests are written. There's 4 answer choices. 2 of them are a little bit baloney. One's completely baloney. One's pretty much wrong. And then there's 2, one of which is the answer and one which sounds like the answer, seems right. But of course, you can only have one right answer. And then your job is to figure out which one of those 2 is correct. And of course, I put in there assuming you know what you're doing, because if it's just a hard question and you have no idea what's going on, then the blatantly wrong answers don't seem blatantly wrong. But assuming you generally understand the passage, you know your math concepts, then still there might be 2 answer choices left that are a bit tricky, one of which, of course, is the answer, one of which isn't. Okay, moving on. Eliminate those that are wrong by using some kind of mark. The reason why this is so important is because you can read an answer choice and say, yeah, that's wrong. And then go on to another one and say, maybe that one's wrong, not sure. And then go to C, and then C, well, I'm not sure about C. But wait, was it A that was completely wrong and maybe B was kind of right, or was it the other way around? And so you start getting confused. Your head starts twisting and spinning, and that's a bad thing. So the idea when you eliminate things, this process is involving a little mark that you know, that you use, that clearly shows that you have eliminated that answer. That is the key. Now, another important final point here is elimination tends to work better on verbal questions, especially reading passage questions, because they're much longer. And so you want to save yourself the trouble of rereading a 22-word answer choice by, of course, using these marks. And so process of elimination is something that typically helps students more on the verbal section, but is also something that should be used on the math section, because there are some questions called estimation questions, and you don't quite know the answer, but you know it can't be that small or that big, and then of course you can eliminate those. And finally, as I said, usually there are 2 answers remaining. Don't sit there and deliberate over them back and forth for 5 minutes and lose your mind, because that's going to hurt you on the rest of the test. The key is get it down to 2 answer choices. Pick one after thinking about it or making a mark and coming back to it. But the key is to guess and move on, or to move on and come back and guess before time is up.